guys, Shu Allegra here. So, I wanted to talk about how to overcome the fear of judgment. Yeah, there's so many fears. Fears can actually can be a whole year long, theme, but that's not, what we're going to do right now. Right now, we're just going to focus on the fear of judgment. So often, people don't take the next step. They don't do that one thing that they know they should be doing for themselves or for others. Things that they know they're called to do. That they're they're that things are just their assignment. Like this is one thing, one place they can make an impact. But they don't seem to be able to to take that leap of faith and jump both feet into it. And there could be many reasons, but the fear of judgment is very real. It's one of the big ones, where people are afraid, what will people think of me? Yeah. What will people think of me? I'll be making a fool of myself. And instead of focusing on the goal at hand, instead of focusing on the task at hand, people focus on other people's reaction or perceived reaction, because honestly, it hasn't even happened yet. Right? We're afraid of how people will react, and then we based our entire perspective, if you want, on this one task, this one goal that's good, that's great, that we're called to do, that we ought to do. We base our entire perspective on this goal. By focusing on what people might say. Well, here's one simple thing that I tell my daughter all the time. You might have teenagers as well. We all been, if you're an adult, that means you were a teenager once, and you probably remember when you know you were so self-conscious about anything you said, did, or wore, because you were just like somebody else might be looking, right? And as funny and as maybe sassy that this might sound like what I'm going to say next, but this is one thing that I literally told my daughter. I said, those people that you worry about don't feed you. Those people don't, they don't take care of you. They don't pay for you. They don't pay your bills. They don't pay for your rent or your mortgage. So yes, the heck with those people. Like honestly, and I know be like, oh my goodness, did you just say that? Yes, I just said that because this is what happened. I, myself included, I spent so many years of my life in the what ifs. What would people will think? What people will say? What will happen if I do X, Y, and Z? And all of those were covered by the fear of judgment. And I wasted so many years of my life because of that. And once I finally realized that I was doing myself and others a disservice, I literally said, "Yeah, what the heck with those people?" Right? Because whether you fail or succeed at something, there are always going to be people who are not going to be happy. You cannot spend your life trying to please everyone, and in doing so suffocate your dreams and suffer emotionally and spiritually because you are not able to unleash what you were called to do. And it could be small, something as simple as small decision, like an everyday thing, or something as big as a huge life transition. It doesn't matter. And I think Dr. Seuss is the one that says, "Do what you is this do what you want and say what you want to say," something like that. Because those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. I want you to really think of that. Those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Your tribe, the people who are there for you, the people who will stick with you through thick or thin, honestly, at the end of the day, they might give you suggestion, they might give you advice, they might pray for you, they might encourage you, they might be like, but I don't know how this is gonna work, but they're not gonna judge you. They're gonna love you just the same, and sometimes even more, because you took that step of faith and you chose to put yourself out there because you knew that's what you needed to do. And it's an act of bravery to step out of your comfort zone and do things no matter what, and do things in spite of what others might think. Those who actually talk, those that you're afraid of that might judge you, don't really matter. They're not those people, like I tell my daughter, who pays your rent, who feeds you, clothes you, who could drives you places. Right? 'Cause those people are committed to, and think, I know it might sound like a very jokingly way of saying it, but those people who are invested in you, who are pouring in their time, their resources into you, or people who are who want to see you win, those people hopefully want to see you win enough that even if they don't understand why you're doing something, that they're going to support you because they want your best. And I'm not saying that we have to walk around now listening to what others think all the time, and not, not being open to advice or suggestion or mentoring or coaching. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying that once you're clear on what you need to do, once you're clear that you know God called you to do something, don't let the world pull you away from it. Yeah, don't let the world pull you away from it. People definitely made fun of Noah, right? And then the flood still came. Because when I often tell my Christian friends, I say, when you are walking with God, the things that He tells you, just like that old hymn says in the garden, right? He walks with me and talks with me. No one else ever know those things that God tells you in secret, those ideas, those dreams that He downloads in your heart, in your mind. Nobody knows it but you. So when you already know that that's what you need to do, and you're afraid to do it because you're afraid of what people might say, well, I think it's Paul who says it nicely. It's like, who should you obey, men or God? Right? You cannot please everyone. Yes, find good counsel, find people who can support you and guide you, and mentor you and coach you. But don't be so quick to just follow what everyone says, or be worried too much about what everyone says, because you're never going to accomplish anything in your life. Mm, not You will not, because no matter what you do, even the greatest thing on earth, you're always going to find someone who's going to criticize it. But when you know that's what you needed to do, you stay focused to that vision, and that's what helps you. That's what helps you persevere. When you know that, when you have that clear vision of what you need to do, it doesn't matter who says what, right? You know what you need to do, and you stay focused to it, and you can persevere in the even the midst of judgment. I rather personally, I rather be judged by everyone else and still please my God. Yeah, I have said that. I'd rather be judged by everyone else but please my God. For so many years, I wanted to do the things I'm doing now, and there was always something that came before, and I had to put in the back burner. Over and over, days turns into weeks, weeks into months, months into years. And yes, I'm grateful for all the things I've learned during that season of my life, but I wish I'd have started earlier. I wish. So take it from me. Take it for someone who used to be, really worried about, being judged. Today, I know I'm judged. I'm always going to be judged, and that doesn't stop me, because what I'm called to do is bigger than any judgment out here. If I can even touch one person and give hope to one person, if I can put a smile on one person's face, for me, I have hit the mark. So it doesn't matter if there's 20 million people saying, my goodness, she could do this differently. She's not doing this right, and blah, blah, blah. If there's one person that says, I needed that today, Shu, thank you. That for me is success. That for me, that's why I do what I do. And I focus on that. So I hope that you find that one thing that or two thing or three thing, whatever it is that you need to do right now in this season of your life. Whether it's the way that you're parenting your kids, especially nowadays with all the different online school, in person, cyber school for the school district, or fully cyber school outside the school district. the list goes on, right? Or fully homeschool, the list goes on. Everybody has an opinion. But at the end of the day, you are the only person who lives with the consequences of your action. Yes, your actions will impact everybody else. So when you're making a decision as a parent, it impacts your kids, impact, all of us. What you do has this ripple effect. I get that. But think about it, the people who often judge you are not going to be there to live those consequences with you if you whether or not it works or not. Let's say you make a bad decision, and as a result, like, you're losing money, you are, had all this debt per se, or you're losing, valuable resources. Those people, most likely, the people who are judging you are not going to come and say, oh, I'm sorry, can I help you? No, they're all going to be the same people laughing at you again, right? So be clear on what you need to do. Make decisions based on what is best for you, best for your family, best for your ministry, best for your business, with the information you have right now, not based on what other people think or who you think might judge you. And I'll close with this again. Those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter.